Thank you very much for having me here today. My name is Cezar Kolodziej, and before I start talking about location-based technologies, I want to do my own market research a little bit. How many of you are out of town? Okay. So how many of you who came here out of town use your mobile device to locate where the conference is at or find restaurants? Okay. And how many of you actually could not imagine doing this 5 years ago? Yeah, so, mobile behavior is a very special thing about mobile. 5 years ago, we could not imagine how we could use this as a part of us, and today we do everything with mobile devices. We try to locate where to go, we try to locate what to buy, and we try to compare prices, how much we pay for this. And it's gonna get even better. So expectations we have right now, mobile device is part of us. It actually helps us to find things we are looking for, but in the future, we actually expect mobile device to meet our expectations and anticipate what we want and deliver to us. And I have this graph, which is 7 years old. It's actually attribution model from online, okay? That was possible 7 years ago. A number of different categories, what's the percentage of them to actually was purchased online? That was possible 7 years ago. Today, we can take this to some other next level because those devices in our pockets add additional dimension to all analytics we collect. And my talk today, it's mostly to talk about location-based and how it can augment and improve analytics and data and research we get through mobile devices. Customers are already ready for mobile devices. This research comes from our colleagues in market research that 80% of us would like to receive optimized mobile information when they're in store while buying. 78% of us would expect to be incentivized and possibly buy stuff when we are in store and we get promotion on our mobile. And as we know, 75 and maybe more, we are already using location-based services on our devices. So customers are ready for this. If you use mobile device in our pocket as an extension of our identity, we can actually overlay this with all other analytics we are getting from online, and now with us being offline, but with devices in our pockets. So imagine that we can deliver offers when customers come to our stores based on their previous behavior. We can anticipate what they want to buy. We can empower our sales staff in physical locations to personalize conversations with our clients. And on top of it, we can attribute sales and purchases to the right channels. And that's where location-based technologies come into the places. So there are 4 different location-based technologies. I am engineer in technologies by trade. I spent over maybe too many years, I can admit, in mobile space. And I will try to summarize most trends today in location-based technologies and explain on very, very high level. When I'm done, I can answer any questions you guys can have. So how we look at location-based technologies, there are 2 groups of them. One is location tracking. That location tracks us all the time when mobile devices are in pockets. And tracking technologies, they have privacy issues. We had this conversation before me today, that a lot of challenges with them. Other type of location-based technologies is detection-based technology. So detection-based technology is when I am only detected at a specific point of time in a specific location. The moment I leave detection zone, we don't know where I go. So if we separate those two, it's going to be easier to understand pros and cons of every technology. So let me start first with location tracking. This is geofencing, and there was a lot of buzz about geofencing a few years ago. This technology works on every mobile device. It was actually invented and developed in late 1990s. And this is actually came from 911 service on mobile devices. So federal government required all mobile operators to locate mobile devices when somebody calls for emergency call. And infrastructure is there. So technologists and marketers wanted to use this technology to actually provide location-based services. How it works? It works that we can create virtual zones, virtual geofencings, and when I come with my phone into this zone, I get notified. But in order to do that, we have to overlay this 911 technology, which is, in order for somebody to find me where I am, they have to ping my phone all the time. And they only detect me when I enter this virtual zone, but they have all data from all my behavior before I came into the geofencing zone. And on top of it, for every ping made to mobile device, it costs money. So from business point of view, geofencing, it's probably unusable. If big brands and stores, retailers, they have millions of customers, to ping every phone every 5-10 minutes, and it costs even a cent, it's a lot of money. That's why nobody is using this technology today. This one we already know. It's a GPS. It works only on smartphones, and it asks us to enable location tracking. It's also location tracking. The phone itself tracks all places at times when we move every single second in our lives. So those two technologies are location tracking. We can use them for location-based services, but all data collected along the path exists all the time. Recently, there's a lot of hype about beacon technologies, and I really believe that how it is explained, it's overvalued. Beacon itself, it's a location marker. So it can be placed at the store, at any place, but it only has value when I have an app on my phone and my phone understands what this beacon is about. So if this is a beacon, beacon has only one information. For example, I am beacon number 7. And it's up to the app on the phone to actually make use of this, to know where beacon 7 is located, and based on this location, provide services within an app. How it is presented by marketers most of the time, that beacon does all work. Beacon knows who I am, beacon knows what I want, and everything is in beacon, which is not really true. And I mentioned about beacon itself as location marker. I mentioned mobile app on the phone itself, and there's a whole space beyond those 2 points that marketers don't talk about it, which is mobile app must communicate with backend systems in order to provide services based on location of a beacon itself. And when you go to big department stores, when you go to big shopping malls, you know better than I do that receptions on mobile phones, it's not the greatest one. So in order for this technology to work properly, it has to be back-end data infrastructure to actually provide links between a beacon and the mobile app and the cloud. And that part is missing. Recently there was a huge announcement that NFL is deploying beacons around all stadiums. And imagine this, you have hundreds of thousands of people coming to those events. If you ever been on an event like that, try to access internet on your phone. Try to make a call. It's impossible. So just deploying Beacon itself and forgetting about backend infrastructure to provide links, live links, to mobile phones is a huge, huge mistake, and that's why it's going to take some time for this technology to actually be deployed. It requires a lot of investments into Wi-Fi solutions. So when we are on big sporting events, we can actually go on Wi-Fi and be able to interact with a beacon. The last technology I want to talk about is proximity-based. Proximity-based is Wi-Fi-based technologies that uses behavior of a mobile device and Wi-Fi access points. For example, if you go to Macy's and they get public Wi-Fi, when you join this network once, after that point going forward, your phone will naturally search for Macy's Wi-Fi. And this mobile behavior is used to detect mobile devices coming in proximity of Wi-Fi points. So this slide compares all different technologies on the market today. I always believe that technology itself doesn't exist. It also involves acceptance and adoption from users. And we have different criteria that we evaluate technologies. I personally believe with trends of penetration smartphones, Wi-Fi approach, proximity-based approach will win in the long run because it doesn't require any action from the user. It's mobile agnostic. It works on every smartphone. You don't have to download any app on the phone, and it's actually natural behavior of mobile device. So all those four technologies can be used to overlay location-based information with customer behavior. So we can detect customers in our stores. We can understand why they come to our stores, how many times a month they come to our stores, and what they do in our stores. And then based on this, we can create this micro mobile communication with them when they are in our stores or in our proximities. So now closing all this. I talk about mobile devices being with us all the time. So they actually allow researchers and marketers to use our identity together with online analytics. What it means? It means I am looking for a new shirt. I go online today and I type blue shirt and I get a lot of results from search. I like Macy's. I go on Macy's website and I like the shirt, but I never buy shirt online. I have to try it out. So tomorrow after work, I go to Macy's on Michigan Avenue. The moment I walked into the store, Macy's can detect that that's me who yesterday checked this shirt online. And they can take those two facts and correlate together and decide how to interact with me. They can send me a promotion before I walk into the store. Hey, shirts today are 20% off. Or they can wait and until I leave without buying a shirt, then they can send me this promotion. So keep me in the store. But we can take it one step further. If every time I come to Macy's store, they can detect that, if I stop coming after 2-3 months, they know something is wrong. So then they can reach me back on my mobile device with the right promotion and bring me back to the store. So it closes my offline and online behavior, okay? I search online, and this information can be used when I come physically to store, when I'm offline. If I don't take a device from my pocket, they already know it. This is the whole ecosystem where we can optimize and personalize interactions with our customers through mobile device and close the gap between offline and online retargeting. We can even go further. If I come to Macy's store and Macy's knows I'm there, they can notify sales associate to have a conversation with me just about shirts, not trying to sell me shoes, because I didn't come for shoes. Location-based, together with personalization and customization is the future, and that's why mobile is so important. Everybody's so excited about mobile. So to make everything work, there are a few basic steps, not only in marketing, but in any other interaction with our customers. First, we need to understand what they want before we even attempt to build marketing strategy, to do research. Then we need to understand where to inject in the funnel of interaction with them. And then what we can do, we can align our business goals with customers' expectations and needs and technologies. There are a lot of different technologies that can deliver on different goals, but choosing the one that fits the profile of the customer and what they are looking for is the key part of this. And the last point is never jump before you know how to swim. So what it is, we always do pilots, we always do A/B testing and trying to understand how customers and communities interact with technologies. There are many different sophisticated technologies that never got accepted and adopted. And there are some of them that we would never imagine they would be part of our lives are with us today. One of them, the best example I have, is text messaging. 10 years ago, nobody accepted that text messaging will be the primary behavior on mobile devices. We never thought that we would text tiny letters on mobile devices in order to communicate with our friends. Today, we could not live without SMS and texting. So there are different behaviors and different reasons people adopt different technologies. And sometimes it might be surprising to us what works and what doesn't. To those guys from US, if you want to have some little demo about proximity-based marketing, you can text PBM to 40679 to have it on your phone, experience on your phone. And I'm open for questions. Thank you.
Great. Cezar, that was a great presentation. Thank you for the explanation of how location-based marketing can work. Any questions for Cezar on that? And if not, we'll move right along. Thank you so much. Big
Thank you.
and